Welcome to another episode of Badger BS. Today, we're trying something new yet again. This is more of a sound off type of episode because there's a couple of things that I always want to rant about, but with the way that the show is typically set up, I can't. But this week, I'm talking about the internet and how you people, because I can't cuss, are ruining it. Okay. So, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Khloe Kardashian and Jordan Woods thing. Like, yesterday, it blew my mind that someone actually thought that they knew the entire situation because they got the story from TMZ. And they was like, yeah, he's been doing this for months, blah, blah, blah. He always does this. He goes to the club, blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, you don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it's so easy to get off on a tangent on because of this, because there's so many little things inside of the main thing that I want to rant about inside of each other's. But like, people don't verify if information is factual or not. They just go with what they want to believe instantly. It's not even a concept to them to be like, I wonder if this is real or not. We're like 100% facts because it's something that I agree with. And back to the Khloe Kardashian, Tristan, whatever. Best friend of Kylie Jenner. Back to that thing. Like, people were actually like having debates on my Twitter feed that they were doing this for like some type of publicity stunt, which could be true. But how do you know that? Like, if I was to genuinely try to ask you this question, how would you be able to prove to me that this is what's actually going on? When I say 10 out of 10, I literally mean it. Most of you people couldn't. And you would just sit there like, oh, I've seen it from this person. And I'd be like, what credibility does this person have? You couldn't tell me that either. But you're going to take it and run with it. Same things goes towards Donald Trump. Same things happen with Barack Obama. Anybody in some type of power or celebrity. And let me go to the celebrity thing before I forget. Why do you people treat celebrities like they're gods or something? Like deities that can't do any wrong or can't, like, one thing that annoys the heck out of me, because I can't cuss, is like celebrities, I hop on their Twitter or whatever and say something, just like casual conversation, or it doesn't even have to be Twitter, just hop on some type of social media and they will say something, not expecting any type of feedback because, they forget that they're a regular person or whatever. But then people will comment on it saying all types of rude and nasty things. And that's like normal now. It's like these people can't even express what they want to express without some type of, without somebody having some opinion on what they said, which I get that is what they're signed. So many concepts. This is like a multi-layered type of thing to talk about because it's like, why should they be like used to, why should they have to get used to that type of lifestyle when it's us, the fans, or us, the people that are the people putting it onto them? Because it's like, let's say I was a celebrity and I was like, oh man, like peanut butter and jelly, gonna eat some today. Somebody would quote tweet that and be like, you like peanut butter and jelly, but you don't like insert women. Let's say black women, or let's say white women. It doesn't matter. It just some race of women. They be like, people don't even care about the story. They don't even care about what I reply to it. They're going to go, like, if people don't like me, they're going to retweet that, and people are going to believe it because it has a lot of retweets. That is what people are using as validation nowadays. It's not like going to Times, what is it called? I can't remember. What? New York Times, there we go. It's not like going there to like look up, oh hey, these are some credible people who probably have credible sources, who probably fact checked and everything. It's just like, this has 2K retweets, it must be true. Nobody would retweet fake news onto my Twitter. And it's so much stuff like that, and it's just annoying me. And like that's the reason why I even wanted to do like this rambling, ranting session type of thing, because I was like, this is a free episode. I can do this by myself. But yeah, and like even though fan bases were toxic in the 90s, I don't think they can even compare to what, maybe that's a lie. Because I remember the Backstreet Boys thing, and I had a girl in her class carve the names of, I want to say it was Justin Timberlake, into her arm with like, Well, in sync, whatever. Hey, whatever. But she carved Justin Timberlake's name into her arm or whatever, and it was bleeding, and then it scabbed up, and she kept picking at it so it had become a scar. I would never forget that, and I would say her name, but I don't remember. It was probably Jasmine, who knows? But it's stuff like that. But like back then, it seemed like such an isolated thing because we didn't have the internet. But now, when people do that, they're uploading it to the internet, and it's there forever. And I feel like people don't understand that it's there forever, and I also feel like people don't understand that no matter how small you are, if you have some type of following, you're influencing someone. So like somebody's gonna be like, this girl is crazy. Might not want to talk to her. Or this dude is crazy. Might not want to talk to them. And then whenever someone, it's like a chain effect, I guess. It's like we have dude A over here who tweeted out something kind of reckless back in the past or whatever. And they had the one follower who is friends with a girl that he likes. That one follower saw that one tweet that they just tweeted out or whatever, and then they run back and tell their friend that that person likes. So person A, person B is the one who knows the mutual friend, and then person C is the person that they like or whatever. So they run back, tell that person that, and now that person, since she doesn't know you, she knows that this is something that you do, so this is something, or this is something that you tweeted, so this is something that you're probably going to keep repeating and doing. So it's like, oh, hey, this person said he likes to kick puppies. I'm going with an extreme example here. But they're always going to have in their head that, I'm not going to talk to this person. So then, since person B saw this little tweet, person C doesn't like person A because of what person B said. It's like, it's stuff like that that I don't feel like people take into account whenever they're tweeting stuff. Because I know my Twitter was reckless. It was back in the good old days of Twitter when everybody was tweeting random reckless stuff. Like, woo, I'm glad that I'm not like that anymore. I am a Christian, saved man, you know? It's all changed, all good, all the time. Might as well be a monk. But, yeah. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, another thing that I feel has evolved over the years is trolling. Like, hey, producer, do you know what trolling is?
Yes.
Like, but how recent is it for you that you knew what it was? Like, have you always known what it is, or no?
No.
Don't go too long. I just want to hear.
No, I know. Like maybe within the last 5 years or so.
Okay, so like, trolling has definitely evolved because now that people see that saying something reckless gets attention, I feel like there's way more people, and people can't send sarcasm over the internet, so it's like, you also have to take that into account, but it's like, people are doing it for attention. Of course they're doing it. Attention is the new drug. Attention is the new crack. In the 80s, it was crack. Now, it's attention, and that's what people want. And people be like, haha, you're over-exaggerating. Think about how many of the exact same pictures you see on the internet. It'll be like a girl in, let's say, Dubai. She'll take a picture, and I know you've all seen this picture. It's the picture of her with the phone over her face, and her hand on her hip, and her stomach showing, and she's sitting on the sink in a restroom. Go to any social media and look at just a couple of your attractive friends and see how many of those pictures do they have. Because I know some girls who don't take any other pictures except that one photo, and it annoys me so much. It's like, where's the creativity? But then I look at the men, mainly black men, because that's who I associate with. But like, I'll hop on their thing, I'll be like, all of these pictures are the same. It's all them looking straight at the camera, me mugging, not smiling. I'm like, dang, I did this because I used to not smile in any of my pictures, but it's so many. I feel like I can rant about this for way longer than the 45 minutes that I have to rant, But
45 minutes.
I'm gonna tone it down, man. But yeah, it's like people see what gets attention, see what gets the most likes or whatever, and that's what they conform to. That's what they assume is right. And I think that that's weird because it's like people aren't expressing their individuality anymore. It's more like, I have to take this picture in a certain way with the light hitting out of this way. And if the lighting isn't right, I'm not going to upload it. And women do this the most, but I know men do it a lot too. But it's like women will take the same picture like 30 plus times just to make sure that the picture is right. And then they'll upload it. And then like in some extreme cases, if the picture doesn't hit like a certain amount of likes by a certain amount of time, they delete it. Or they'll say, and I see this on Twitter, I can pull up a tweet on Twitter right now or whatever, but it's just like, hey, uploading this now, probably going to delete it later. Have you seen those type of things? How many times do they actually delete it? Never. It's like
whenever you're, Facebook stalking somebody,
I
you
love
go
Facebook
look
stalking.
and you see a bunch of those, and
It's like,
when that was, it was like 7 years ago.
and it's like, people buy into it because they're like, man, I don't want this picture to get deleted. I gotta like it, so they like it, and then that person is like, I gotta keep doing this. Then it just becomes a pattern, just becomes a routine thing for them. But yeah, and
Who's
then
the person that started that?
I have no idea. But there's another. If I wanted to, I could easily. Cause one thing that I hate is like, if there's a girl that I like, and they upload all of the exact same type of pictures, it annoys me to the point where I'm like, they're not even attractive anymore. Like they'll be like a 20 on a scale of 1 to 10, and then I'll see that all of their pictures just like them like this, with their hand on their hip, with their head tilted, and I'm like,
But why do you take so much, put so much
into it? I don't know, cause it annoys me. And it's like, it's mainly because since I know girls like that in real life that do that same thing, that I'm projecting their personality onto this person. And
Is that fair?
it's gotta be now, cause that's the rules of the internet. When you run with whatever you want. But I get that I shouldn't be projecting it onto them, but it's just like, to me it's almost like second nature to be like, since she takes pictures like this, she must act this way. Therefore, I don't like this person the way that I normally would. But probably if I had a conversation with them, it'd change completely, right? But I don't want to have a conversation with them just because of my preconceived notion of what. Do you hear how stupid this sounds? This is the internet. I'm sorry, but it's like people just judge off their. I'm so sad that I'm a part of this problem, but I can't change it. I want to, but it's so ingrained into my DNA now that it's like, dang, that sucks, huh? Yeah, whatever. Next topic. Let's not go into, this isn't about me. This is about you guys who make me mad on the internet. So anyway, let's rewind all the way back to when I was talking about when celebrities post something or whatever, and then people would just say a bunch of toxic stuff. Like an example of something that even, the thing that made me want to start this was it annoyed me. Okay, so there was this lady who created the game Uncharted, right? And she did an interview, and in the interview she was talking about how if she tried to pitch because Uncharted has had 4 different or 5 different games by now, and she was talking about that since the way that the video game industry is set up now, it's more focused towards multiplayer games or whatever, and she was like, hey, if I tried to pitch Uncharted 1 in this year, it wouldn't sell or whatever, even though the game is done. It sold hundreds and hundreds of millions of copies or whatever. But she said that if she tried to pitch that same idea without any of the current success of the game, like just as a new idea, that the game wouldn't sell at all or whatever, because it's not a multiplayer game, it's all single player, or it's based off the single player. And then some dude quoted the tweet and was like, you're wrong on this. You don't know what you're talking about, even though he's literally talking to the person who sits in the god dang sell pitch thing. I said, God dang. Even though she sits in all of the sales pitch meetings, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm like, it made me like almost throw my phone, but I was like, this isn't going to do anything but break my phone. This person isn't even going to know. And I wasn't going to like go at this dude viciously, but I commented and I was like, you do know that she like made this game and pitches this game, right? He was like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you can literally Google it, and it's like her name right there. But it was just like, what? How can you say? And I've seen it happen with, who's the lady that does Harry Potter?
J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, she tweeted out something about the fantasy world that she created, right? And somebody told her that she was wrong. I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like, how do you?
What do you think gives people the?
People think they're right because they're on the internet. That's all it is, because they're not even using Google at this point. It's just like, what I say is right if it gets a bunch of likes. That's exactly how it goes. And that's not the right way to go about these things. And every time I think about the J.K. Rowling thing now, it just, like, my mustache starts sweating. Because it annoys me so much. It's like, how can you sit there and tell the person who created the book that you're reading from her head that she's wrong? It's like, It's like the audacity of some people these days. And I always thought that I was like I like to say stuff that's pushing the edge. But nah, you guys are too edgy for me. I have toned down. Like, my edgelordness has went down a lot, like a crazy amount. But it's like, and then it's even crazier when it's people around my age that's still doing it, and it's like, man, they must not have a job that checks social media. Because it's like, if their job sees their social media page, it's gone. It's insane sometimes, you know? But, like, even now, like, so I can make this about me right now. Okay, so I used to be, like, super edgelordy. Like, it's pretty dangerous type stuff. Not like, I'm going to show it to your house and stab you in the neck or something like that. Not to that extreme, but it was just like, I say something to get a rise out of people and then not ever delete it. So, hey, I'm a good guy now though, so don't do anything to me. but it's like, at some point, I want to say when I was probably like 23 or whatever, because again, this was like prime Twitter, like where literally the Wild Wild West. You can say whatever you want, and it's not like people are going to agree with you, but it's like people aren't going to care. It's like, he said something that's on his mind. Okay, he's either trolling or just really high things. Now it's just like outrage culture would get you out of here so quick, because it's like the thing with the James Gunn situation when he said some stuff on Twitter or whatever like 7 years ago. And like Twitter got him fired from being the director of the Marvel movies or whatever, and now he's director for DC or whatever. And then like, I won't even talk about the Terry Crews thing because it's so many conflicting sides on there. It's like, but it's just like people that don't know you don't want to see you succeed, and people who do know you really don't want to see you succeed. So they're going to go back and dig up all of your old tweets, and then they're going to be like, hey, this person did this thing 15 years ago on social media, and you guys have him working for you? I can't believe you. I'm never going to buy your products. And the companies are forced to react. And it's either like with the Disney situation, they fired the dude, but in some situations, I can't think of who it is off the top of my head, but like they'll be like, why would we fire him if this was like such and such amount of time ago? And to those companies, I respect you, and I hope that I work for you someday, because if somebody pulls up my old tweets, it's a wrap for me at this school, man. It's a wrap for me in radio, it's a wrap for everything. So I was like, whatever. But I don't even know how I want to end this, because the more I think about it, the more I just want to keep rambling on about it, and that's not, I feel, this was just a whole bunch of rambling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey. This is what you guys signed up for if you're watching this right now. But hey, try not to be such a piece of dookie on the internet. Treat people, you don't even have to like everybody. If you see something that you don't like, just either one thing, block it or ignore it. Don't just report it, because some people's livelihoods come from their edgy tweets, and that's why they do these things. It's like, I get that. But if you're one of those people who just tweets out, man, I want to talk about the PewDiePie situation, the Jeffree Star stuff. It's so much, because they'll randomly say like accidental racist stuff on like a stream or like in an interview or something. It's like, why do you people still support them? And that's a ramble for another day. And I want to do that one for sure, because man, I want to sound off about that. I hate it. And I hate those savior. Hey. That's it for today's Badger BS episode, We're going to get out of here, and all I want to tell you people is don't be such a blank person on the internet. It's okay to be chill. You don't have to be edgy. Let celebrities live their lives because they're just regular people with money. And if they want it, they can get you assassinated. So watch who you're talking to.
Ocho!
This is the stuff that these people don't take into consideration, man. Like, okay, prime example before I get off. There was this one boxer, right, in the UK, and there was some dude trolling him on the internet saying, hey, if I see you in person, I'm gonna beat you up. He's telling this to a professional fighter. And then the professional fighter was like, okay, I know where you stay, I'll see you tomorrow. The dude thought the dude was lying. The dude who was trolling him thought that the MMA fighter was lying. And then somebody pulled up with a camera, and the MMA dude met the person in real life, and he was like, what's up? And the person was like, and I'm like, you are?
What?
Of course the dude wasn't gonna hit him, he would go to prison for sure. But it was like, you have to realize that people, it's so easy to find people on the internet. Like, even though that's like a scary thing to think about, a regular person can find out where you stay easy. So a person with $1 million who can definitely find out where you stay at and fly to where you're at can beat you up or do something else or like ruin your life. So take that into consideration when you're talking to all these people like you ain't got no damn sense. Remember that. Ocho's world.
Future employers.
Yeah, future employers. Do check social media. So if you are going to be reckless, make sure that you do it under an email in which isn't tied to any of your personal life. Hey, no.
Don't do it.
I mean, you tell them not to do it, they're gonna do it anyway. So look, make an email that's not connected to anything that you wanna get a job with, right? And use that for everything. And probably use a proxy too, because the companies are getting smarter and they're just like finding a way like, you stay at this place, his IP address is this, let's look it up, blah, blah, blah. Then they find out your account. So maybe use a proxy. Look, if you're gonna be terrible on the internet, don't do it from like JacquelineOwens@gmail.com because you're gonna get fired quick. And that's it for this week's Badger BS episode. Tune in next week where it's gonna be way more lighthearted. Probably not, because I'm liking these gritty episodes, or I don't know. I like the casual conversations that we have, and I also like these type of episodes. Next time I have someone on here so we can bounce off ideas, and hopefully they're super against what I'm saying.
I want a face-off.
That would be great. Hey, if you guys want to argue with me about something, bring it on, baby. Because even though I don't know a lot of stuff, I can argue about stuff. But see y'all next time, man. Y'all, don't be bad. Ding.
Let's sing the song.